Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the News at 10 broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. Here are pictures you sent into our Eyewitness portal. We begin with this photo of a gridlock on Apapa-Oworoshoki Expressway in Lagos. There are not details of the cause. Next is this photo from Ajegunle area, also here in Lagos, showing school pupils hanging dangerously on a commercial bus. This act is dangerous and should be discouraged, especially as it concerns young Nigerians. Lastly is a report from Waziri Ibrahim Crescent, Lagos, showing a schoolboy riding on a bicycle to school. Our Eyewitness reporter says it is due to the fuel scarcity in the nation. Many thanks for sending those pictures. Keep them coming in. What's in the news now is the scarcity of petroleum products. No thanks to the marketers who are insisting on getting their money before opening up their pumps. Our correspondent Olu Phillips went around Lagos metropolis today, and the story is yet to change as long queues persist at the service stations.
It's been days since long queues resurfaced across the country, and the situation is yet to abate. Daily, the polity is inundated with complaints and difficulties in assessing the products.
This month they have stayed for a year, 120 per litre, and even though the fuel is not good, they just stress all over. It's not good, it's not polite. You see, as they see you people there, they run away. With
the drop in electricity supply, demand for PMS seems to have also gone up. From government quarters, there's been directives and subsequent daily truck-out inventory from the NNPC. It's a journey all too familiar, but question is, how long will we continue to return to the trenches? Are there tough but critical decisions to be taken to forestall frequent reoccurrence? Is it just about time to remove petroleum subsidy? At least the product hardly sells at the controlled price of 87 naira across board. The end to all of this is really sacrosanct, especially with the festivities around the corner. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
There's been almost a month of hardship for motorists and other consumers of petroleum products across the country as scarcity of fuel hit the nation. Long queues and long stay at the service stations have become the order of the day. What exactly is responsible for this fuel scarcity, and what efforts have been made to reverse the trend? Joining me now on the News at 10 is the Executive Director, Commercial of the PPMC, Justin Eziala. Good to have you join us on the News at 10.
Thank you, Suleiman.
We have heard so many comments from your agency, specifically the NNPC, talking about availability of petroleum products. Still, the queues are there. What exactly is going on?
Well, let me first apologize to Nigerians for the inconvenience they're experiencing at this moment. I think I'd like to clear up exactly what is going on. What we are seeing is a result of three factors. One is that marketers, like you reported earlier, are not bringing in products like they used to. There's the issue of the subsidy. I'm not going to go into the issue of the subsidy. Everybody has their own opinion on the subsidy. The second factor is basically the problems we've had with vandals attacking our pipelines. Most Nigerians probably don't know that for the past 9-10 months, we've not been able to move any products through Nigerian pipelines. So we've had to bring in our cargoes and then transport them by vessels to loading bays and then truck them out to different locations. And then finally, people are taking advantage of the current situation. We've had situations where people are diverting products. Even in spite of all the challenges that we have in moving products around, we continue to load out almost the same number of products we've loaded out since January. So what that shows us is that people are diverting these products. They're going to places they shouldn't go to, and they're not getting to the filling stations. That's actually what is going on. That's what you're seeing on the streets as of today.
You know, with the mention of the month January, what comes to mind is December, knowing full well that a whole lot of activities occur during this period. What effort are you making sure that Nigerians don't go through a harrowing moment in the Yuletide?
Yeah, it is heartbreaking really for most of us in NNPC to see Nigerians queue for fuel. It's become a ritual every day, and what we've done is that The Honorable Minister of State and GMD has put a lot of measures in place. As I talk to you now, all the GEDs in NNPC are holding different war room meetings. Most of them are basically looking after some sections of the country. Everybody in NNPC is out in the field. No senior manager has had more than 3-4 hours rest for the past 2 weeks. We've set up teams to monitor our deliveries. I'm not sure Nigerians are aware that every single truck of fuel that we load out, we actually have destinations, where they can go to. We ask Nigerians to basically take the narrative back, go to the stations, ask questions. I mean, if you go to a station and the station is selling with one pump, you should be able to ask questions, what is going on? We've gone around to our partner stations to ask them to open up their pumps. There are stations that have fuel that refuse to sell to the public. There are stations that sell with only one pump. There are stations that close by 5, 6 o'clock. So people are creating the environment for people to panic. We've also asked all retail outlets, especially in the metropolis, to do 24-hour sales going forward. We've asked all NNPC stations to remain open 24 hours, and our priority is to look at partner stations in all the cities and make sure we can feed them. We're doing everything we can to reduce the amount of diversion. We've gotten IPMAN involved. IPMAN is the independent petroleum marketers. We've gotten them involved. And they try times more products than all the marketers combined. And we're asking the marketers to load these products for us, give it to Nigerians.
Justin Ezeal, I would like to thank you so much, and that's all we can take. We now understand that marketers' subsidies and the issue of vandals and diversion are causes of this problem. Justin is the Executive Director Commercial of PPMC. A motion seeking to enact a law that will curb the rate of population growth in the country led to passionate debate in the House of Representatives. A lawmaker who sponsored the motion said the country is under pressure from its growth rate, which adds about 5 million people to the country's population annually. One of his colleagues, however, opposed the motion on religious ground, which led to a debate on the floor. Our correspondent, Larry Lasisi, has more on this.
And infrastructure, especially food, housing, education, and health care. And it is also the catalyst for high unemployment, crime, poverty, among others.
Even though some lawmakers supported the motion, those against it were more passionate.
We were directed by our prophet that we should marry up to 4 wives, and one is allowed, and it is even recommended upon every Muslim to deliver, to born as many as he can. So the moment you are a Muslim, you must believe in that you are free to deliver or to born as many as you want.
In Islam, he knows, and everybody knows that birth control is allowed. There's withdrawal method and whatever method that could be done. Japan has the same population with Nigeria, would have the land mass of Nigeria, but yet the application of resources there is very effective, and there is no cause for alarm. In fact, they do not have one single mineral sources. But if you get to Japan today, they are far better than Nigeria. So the issues raised about unemployment by my colleagues, about infrastructure, is just because we have refused to apply our resources as should be and where it should be.
The Speaker, however, stepped in.
The truth is that we're talking about policy. And these policies will be developed by Nigerians who are either adherents of Christianity or Islam. It is only when the policies are developed that you can say they are anti this religion or not.
But more objections were raised, and the Speaker had to finally take a decision.
Refer the matter to our committees on justice, then the Committee on Population. Then in view of Honorable Jagaba's point of order, rules and business is added onto it to advise me as to how to proceed. So that is my ruling on this matter.
The House will now have to wait for these committees to submit their position before a decision can be taken on this motion. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
The governorship elections in Bayelsa State is fast approaching, and the People's Democratic Party candidate and incumbent governor, Seriake Dixon, is pulling all the stops as he continues to woo voters. Hundreds of supporters from various communities in the Bayelsa Central Senatorial District, including former governorship aspirant Ruben Okoye, have joined the governor's campaign train.
They came by boat, as the waterways of Bayelsa served as a red carpet for Governor Seriake Dixon and his entourage as they came to Ikibiri community and other communities, where they were met with dancing.
This is a man who is passionate about his own mission. He lives in Bayelsa. He thinks and sleeps for Bayelsa. Why would we compromise?
Every community across the state, across the generation, has agreed to vote for PD. We are all agreed to reject APC. We don't need that party.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
We don't back market again. So,
This PDP faithful commended the party and lauded the candidate.
This kind of campaign has never happened in Bayelsa before, where a governor tries to reach every community. It's a new day, and his realization that it's not the old race has made him come out here. No governor, as far as I know, has come to this community to talk to the people, to seek for their vote, to seek for their hands in friendship. So we appreciate him coming, and we're going to deliver to him.
Indigenes of Bumundi Ekpetiama say they voted for the PDP in the past and will continue to do so.
And since the amiable governor came on board, I think he had done very, very well, and he deserved his second coming.
Numerous other communities in the district were visited by the campaign team, including Ikolo, Inaka, Akabiri, as Governor Seriake Dixon drums up more support for another term as Governor of Bayelsa State.
The people of Okwama Kingdom and Tuan Brass in Brass local government area have assured the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Timipre Silva, of the total support in the December 5th governorship election in Bayelsa State. Speaking through their king and elders, the communities promised to work towards the success of Mr. Silva at the polls as one of their own. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor has a report.
It was homecoming for Mr. Timipre Silva, who is from the Brass Kingdom. The governorship candidate was at the palace of the King of Okwama Kingdom, where he received royal blessings and endorsement.
On the 21st, I endorse Timipre Silva as the governor of Bayelsa State.
At the village arena, a member of the All Progressive Grand Alliance declared his support for Mr. Silva. Mr. Silva thanked his kingsmen for their support. The campaign train then moved to the local government headquarters in Tuan Brass, where supporters were waiting for the governorship candidate. Here he received endorsement from the people of the community, starting with the King of Tuan Brass, their representative in the House of Assembly, and other sons and daughters of Brass Kingdom.
So my leader, I stand today with my two hearts on, and I will assure you that we will deliver 100%. God bless all.
He was the governor of the state some time ago, and his performance is speaking for him today. And our people are very, very committed to that. And I can assure you that it's not just a statement we have made. They're going to keep to it and ensure that we deliver 100% on that day of the election.
Addressing the gathering, Mr. Silva says he has come to thank his people because he is sure of their total support for his aspirations.
The instruments of coercion are out of their hands, and they are in the hand of the Nigerian people. So you will have nothing to fear. Go out and vote for the APC.
As he departs the campaign rally, Mr. Silva expects that this support translates to votes on election day. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.
When the News at 10 returns, Governor Willie Obiano commissions the Obi Jackson Children's Hospital in Okija, Anambra State. That's in a moment. Stay with us.